Friends, happy May and happy spring. It has certainly been a slow start to the warmer weather, but it's certainly nice to see the green grass and blossoms on the trees. I hope you are well, and welcome to the next installment of our monthly newsletter. So we've got a dynamic thing here for you. We cover a lot of ground and a lot of detail, but that's what you've grown to expect. So let's jump right in. The first thing is a picture there with Janet Mills. We're at a function to say thank you for Janet's time in our state and all that she's done for our state. And at that event, along with taking a really wonderful picture that you can see in the email, and a silly picture, I was able to speak with a few fellow real estate agents in Greater Portland. And my question to them was, are you as busy as I am? And invariably, they each said yes, which is incredible because it is literally the busiest market I've ever experienced. And that's saying something. You know, I've been in the industry for well over 2 decades. I saw the lead up to the 2008 crash, and 2005 and 6 were incredibly busy. Obviously, COVID was incredibly busy, but this is even over that. We are seeing bidding wars on properties. We're seeing properties go for $50,000 and $75,000 over asking, and those are also competing on the top of the high prices that we've had over the last several years. So it is a wonderful time to be a seller. It's a good time to be a buyer. There is more inventory, and not everything is going multiple offers. So is it the best market ever? Yes. The next segment on the email is horror story or happy ending. And it's sort of like choose your adventure. Who you choose as your agent right out of the gate to help you, whether you're a buyer or a seller, is one of life's most important and impactful decisions. And that choice right out of the gate, whether you realize it or not, is going to determine whether you have that horror story or the happy ending. The image you see right there is of Pixita and Luke, clients and now new friends of mine and brand new Mainers. They moved here from New York and have found a wonderful home. We've been looking since the fall. We were patient, but this spring when we saw the right property, we went in day one and put it under contract. So welcome to Maine, welcome to your new home, Pixita and Luke. And for you buyers and sellers out there, choose your future. Choose wisely, and yes, it matters who you're walking around with as a buyer broker, and it also matters obviously when you list your home. One of the most important financial decisions that you list with one of the most accomplished, respected, and experienced teams, and obviously we think that's us here anywhere in Greater Portland. The best of the best. This is all about timing, and really folks, what I have said for many years is that April, May, and June are the 3 months that you should be considering listing your home. So if you're a seller and you're hearing this, yeah, let's meet as soon as possible. Don't rush to the market, but let's get you on as soon as we possibly can using a process we call launch versus list. Within days or weeks at the most, we can come in with a team. And as you may know, I am the only agent in Greater Portland and Southern Maine, and maybe even the state, that has its own building and restoration firm at my beck and call. So if you need somebody to come in and take care of anything related to your home, I can have people there within days to help transform your home from the way that we sort of all live to something that is list and launch ready. We also have staging. We have the marketing background. We have a team that can come in, again, doing that launch versus list process and help you get on the market as soon as possible. And really, again, that ideally is before July 4th weekend. Also for buyers, hey, it's a great time to be a buyer. Buyers are seeing much more inventory now, and we're here to help you with some dedicated buyer brokers. So reach out to us in this peak time for both buyers and sellers. Okay, but once a year I have a listing that truly captivates me. Sometimes I bring it home to Amy and I say, what if we sold our house? What would that look like? We're probably never going to leave our home because, well, we got married here, and it's the only place my daughter has ever known, and she's now 12 years old. So there's something about nostalgia, and I love my neighborhood, but every now and then I see something which is truly compelling and wonderful. And the condo you see here is one of those properties. This is 49 Morning Street, right off from the Eastern Promenade in Portland. It is a penthouse unit. The views are absolutely spectacular. So this is my challenge to you. If you think you have a property in Maine that has a better view than this, and I'm talking it's gotta knock my socks off, send it over to me. And if you're right, I'll be the judge. If you're right, I'll send you a gift certificate to a wonderful restaurant here in Portland. But here's the challenge. Come see it. Share it with people. You've got to see it to believe it. You can look straight on from Mount Washington and back to the open ocean and the open channel here in Portland and back towards the most famous and photographed lighthouse in the state, Portland Head. All right, the next section is an investment opportunity that is near and dear to my heart. Now, I have been going to Jackson, New Hampshire ever since I was a little kid. And I remember having a picture of me sitting in a car falling asleep after we left Storyland. And maybe my fascination with the Mount Washington Valley happened at a very, very young age, and maybe on that exact trip. But Amy and I and Maddie have gone up there many, many times over the years. And we are finally under contract on something that is truly, truly special. And we're looking for investors. Now, this is an investment property. It's currently an inn called the Riverwood Inn. And you can go on to riverwood-jackson.com to learn more. You can also check out that link right there to the homes.com listing. Now, we're under contract. We close early June, and we're looking for additional investors, and just a few of them. So reach out to me as soon as possible. We're going to close on the property. We're going to reposition it, and we're going to turn this into a wellness-centric hotel/spa. It's going to be something world class. As you know, Amy and I travel a great deal. We are what you would call wellness travelers. We like to seek out things that are good for us, from cold plunge to red light therapy to sauna culture. And this property is going to be truly special. And it is just inside the loop inside Jackson Village. And if you're familiar with that community, it is truly this quintessential New England mountain town. The property sits on 5.3 acres. It's where two rivers meet. It's wild. It's absolutely wonderful. And again, this is an opportunity. What do you get out of it? You get the ability to know that you're a part of some economic stimulus. You're part of something really cool. We're more than likely initially going to have some space there that can be used by investors. Ultimately, long term, you're going to get a return on your investment from the business that gets opened, and you are going to have unlimited access to the spa services going forward. So that's pretty cool. I can't wait to use it selfishly. And finally, we have a place. Maybe we collectively have a place, if you're an investor in this endeavor, that we can all use and we can all enjoy up in this beautiful, beautiful area of the country. Next, we have the market update and the top sales for April. We're continuing to see the spring market pick back up with more inventory, more listings, and more activity. But it is different depending on which segment of that market you're in, whether that's in the multifamily, condo, or single family market. Obviously, single families continue to do incredibly well. We're seeing bidding wars happening all over again with limited inventory and a lot of buyer activity. Condos, a little bit soft, more activity in the listings there and more time on the market. And the smaller multis, again, outpacing the larger multis. Okay, the next thing on the email is our look at monthly statistics and top sales. So some impressive sales there. We are seeing a rebound in the market as more inventory comes online. But we're also seeing bidding wars. So it is that tale of two markets. Why are some homes and condos and multifamily sitting? Why are some selling for higher and less? Why are some garnering bidding wars and top prices? Well, it depends on a multitude of factors. Dig into those stats there, and if you have questions about how your home compares, definitely reach out to us. Again, this is a great time to hit the market right up to July 4th, and obviously anytime before we get into the fall is ideal. So reach out to our team to learn what these stats mean to you. Finally, it's all about right now. This is the time of year. April, May, and June are the top months to hit the market. We are expecting a seasonal market to be back. And we're already seeing that. We're seeing bidding wars. We're seeing a very, very active market. So if you're a buyer, yes, it's a great time to be a buyer because you're seeing more inventory and you never know when the house of your dreams is going to come on the market. So yes, be active right now. Be ready to pounce, but be patient. And if you're a seller, absolutely, don't rush to market. We can help you get to market in the best possible way. But ideally, we're on and listed prior to July 4th weekend. So reach out if you know of anybody who's buying, selling, or thinking about it, connect them with our team. And thank you very much.